On and we are live. It's 12:59. Right? Maybe 1 o'clock. The batteries are already dueling.
All right, we're going to go ahead and call to order the special, excuse me, town council meeting for October 30, 2023. All members of the council are present, with the exception of Chris and Nina, and we have Roberta online. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's make this official and stand and pledge, because how do you put that on the agenda? And I have to go by what's up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
Indivisible.
Thank you. I have a motion to approve the agenda. So moved. The website on the motion to approve, Zach discussion on the motion to approve. All in favor of the motion to approve. Roberta?
Roberta, are you in favor of the motion?
We will make the assumption that Roberta is. Before I get to the first agenda item, I want to take notes for minutes. Any volunteers? Any volunteers? George?
I'm the worst person because I'm not a good spreadsheet. I think this, I can take notes, but I can't put it in the spreadsheet.
Okay.
Yeah, I can, but I'll be talking.
Okay. All right, so we'll figure it out. It's being recorded, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we'll figure it out. All right, we have two agenda items, discussion action on FY24 Parks and Rec budget for the revitalization of the Children's Park. Number 2, discussion action on approval of purchase of a play structure for the Children's Park revitalization project. Is this being, Storm, are you bringing this forward, or Patty, or who?
Yeah, I'll present the recommendation as made by Budget and Finance, and then we have Parks and Rec here to be able to answer questions as well as the team working on the project. So this concerns assigning funds in order to purchase a piece of play equipment that will be the centerpiece of the Children's Park revitalization. On October 25th, Budget and Finance met in a special meeting to consider the request. A massive discount had been offered by one of the previously vetted vendors on a highly desirable piece of play equipment, with the offer ending on October 31st, which is the reason for the urgency. And more on that later. A presentation was made by Parks and Rec Chair Pat Morris, along with Parks and Rec member Holly Van Vliet, and there was a broad discussion. Parks and Rec member Zach Morris was in attendance, but unfortunately the visionary behind the project was not present because she was in school attending to her studies. So a special thanks goes to Avery Van Vliet for continued work on behalf of the town, most especially its children and the many families and children who visit us. The upshot is that an additional $10,000 is needed from the town to cover the purchase and installation of the play equipment. This will bring the total to the town for the equipment and its installation to $40,000 instead of $30,000. And Budget and Finance did and is recommending assigning these additional funds for the following reasons. It's necessary to complete the project as envisioned. The increase in costs have increased significantly since the initial estimates. The town will be getting a $48,000 piece of equipment for $27,000, which is much less than the other vetted quotes from other vendors, which have not been adjusted for inflation. It's a very good deal. It is a large expense, but it's the last large element needed to complete the park, which has been in dire need of revitalization after many years of deferred maintenance. It's also bringing the park up to modern safety standards and is making it better suited to the needs of today's kids and families. It is not expected that park expenses of this scale will be required every year, so this was to get this one done. And Parks and Rec has put a lot of sweat equity into the project already. has raised funds through events and a GoFundMe campaign coordinated by a purpose-founded nonprofit, which is bringing a significant amount of the needed funds to the table. So this is not just the town doing everything out of general funds. And Parks and Rec is also working with another organization to revitalize the final park elements that will likely be at little to no cost to the town. And on the finance end specifically, per the finance officer's projections, there is enough headroom in 906 Arts and Humanities budget to cover this additional $10,000. And as a reminder, these funds come from the hotel motel tax, which can only be applied to 4 categories of expenses as far as the town is concerned. Those include parks and related activities, the arts, historic sites, and beautification. So I move to increase Parks and Rec's fiscal year 24 request for the Children's Park revitalization by $10,000, bringing it to a total of up to $40,000 from 906 Arts and Humanities.
Second on the motion to approve, second, Zach, discussion on the motion. Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion?
Roberta? Is that an aye? We're not hearing you.
Yep.
There you go. Okay, that's hands up. Okay.
Thank you, Roberta. Item number 2, discussion action on approval purchase of play structure of the children's park revitalization project. Storm, you gonna take it?
Yes. So part of the terms of the vendor is that the town must take delivery before January 1st. This was discussed at the Budget and Finance meeting along with the installation arrangements. So there's part of the motion that relates to that. And so I move to approve payment of up to $27,270.25 to Bliss Products for the vendor's contract terms, pending clarification of delivery and installation terms.
Second on the motion to approve, second from George, discussion on the motion. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Roberta?
With her hands up.
Roberta. That's fine, anybody want to take the item?
Oh, I move to adjourn.
All in favor of adjourn? Thanks to the 3 of you here, and Roberta, thank you for taking your time on a Monday at 1 o'clock. You know, I try to keep these types of meetings to the minimum because I know they're disruptive. So I really appreciate it. If this really wasn't necessary, we wouldn't do it. This is one of those things we have an opportunity to become very fiscally responsible. So thanks to the 3 of you and Roberta online, and thanks to everything that you guys do, Patty and Zach and Wayne and the Van Vliets. We couldn't be here without such
Thank you for
dedication.
jumping on it, saving us $20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's,
The heck of a thing.
That's kind of incredible.
I think the last time that this may have been received such a substantial upgrade was when Zach and Jake were probably 5 or 6 years old. So it goes back many years. That's when I had brown hair. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.